judge today just released special counsel Jack Smith, who is a hack. The court date for President Trump is set in the middle of the race, March 4th of 2024.
Yeah, right before Super Tuesday.
Right before Super Tuesday.
And here it's a trial on ultimately election interference, right? Like the whole J6 that they won't accept the election results. And how is that not election interference to set it during the middle of the primary season?
And also, they destroyed the information. They destroyed what they found. They destroyed their so-called evidence. All of that has been now deleted and destroyed. And right now, Jim Jordan is on a holy tear to find out if you're prosecuting this man on J6, why did you destroy the evidence? And they said, we didn't know we were supposed to keep it.
It's unbelievable, and they know they're supposed to keep it. That was just a cover-up to protect, Nancy Pelosi, who concocted the whole scheme.
Yes, she did.
So, so that trial is going to go forward in March. In the case in Georgia, Fannie Willis, the DA, is asking for an October 24th trial date, 2 months from now. And of course they're all both Jack Smith, Fannie Willis, they're all saying, well, the Constitution requires a speedy trial, right? And they're misconstruing that. It's the defendant's right to a speedy trial. If the defendant wants to actually take the time to build a case or build a defense, in that matter, they're entitled to that. So the government here is trying to force these things through because they know that it would be really tough to get fully prepared by then.
Right.
And keep in mind, there's 2 other cases out there that are where they're also trying to get trial dates scheduled before next November, of course.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely insane.
It is, and I don't know if you know or got your pulse on what's happening in Atlanta right now. I'm getting a lot of communications coming out of Atlanta with black radio stations that are now calling for Fannie Willis to be removed because of President Trump. And I am at all right now, Scott, to hear all of these individuals in Atlanta, black Americans, black Atlanteans, say, we need to get this woman out because she's corrupt. And they are screaming right now to get her taken out. And they're calling for impeachment of her themselves because of the way this whole thing rolled out. And President Trump rolled through parts of the black community, and the streets were lined up with them hollering how much they love him. So
this is like a Democrat's nightmare right now, how it's backfiring so spectacularly. And, and the one demographic that they've taken advantage of is revolting in a sense. And it's really fantastic to watch it play out. If you look at that video you were talking about of President Trump's motorcade going through that neighborhood,
that
was President Trump's decision, you can be sure, because Secret Service would always route you. They're not going to route you through there, right?
No, they're going to route you around it.
That's because President Trump knew that he's popular, and he wanted the whole world to see that. And it really is the Democrats' worst nightmare. The Americans waking up to all the corruption of the Democrat Party and for all this to be taking place, it's fun to watch. It's exciting to watch, and I sure hope that we prevail.
I'm hoping so much too. I mean, this is unbelievable. You're holding this man, Voices for Trump. You're holding him in prison and said he's a flight risk. He's a flight risk, and President Trump is the one who has the jet. And you're holding him in prison, in jail, hollering he's a flight risk. And also, they have gang members that are now speaking out, that are in jail, that are waiting for their due process and speedy trial. And they're trying to get President Trump. And now all of these attorneys are coming forward saying, hey, my client has been locked up for the last 18 months, 8 months, 9 months. Where is his speedy trial? So this is starting to blow up in these Democrats' faces.
Yeah, and it's about time. You mentioned Harrison Floyd sitting in jail right now, and again, the only thing he did was he put Pastor Lee in contact with Trevian Cuddy.
Yeah.
He was a matchmaker in a sense.
Yeah.
And they won't even set a bond for him because the judge is, saying that he's a flight risk. It really is scary that judges have that much power. I mean, we know he's not a flight risk. We know that's some sort of sinister plot taking place down there.
Yeah.
And when Rudy Giuliani checked in at the Fulton County Jail last Wednesday, he flew from New Jersey down to Atlanta, and we had to put him on a private jet, and there's a reason why. He can't travel commercial because he'll get attacked. There's enough crazy people out there.
Yeah, I know.
And just a few months ago, or no, actually it was a little over a year ago, he was out in public and someone hit him. So he's definitely, his safety is an issue. But if you had turned on CNN on last Wednesday, they weren't talking about America's mayor being indicted and how awful that is. They weren't talking about the injustice that was going on. No, they were talking 24/7 about the fact that he flew in a private jet, and the fact that he has something like over $1 million of unpaid legal bills from all of these matters, and he's unable to pay them right now because he's broke. He's been, and this is what they want to do. They want to bankrupt you and
embarrass you and humiliate you. Yeah,
right. And they're saying, like, he says he's broke, but yet he's on a private jet. Well, they don't think too far ahead, and to think, well, maybe there's patriots out there that were paying for that plane because they wanted to keep America's mayor safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is a man that took out mobsters with the RICO Act.
He's the godfather of RICO.
Well, Scott, thank you so much. Where can people get the Illinois Review?
Well, thank you for asking. It's IllinoisReview.com, and we've been covering this, and in fact, we have another article that will come out today on this matter.
Great. Thank you so much. IllinoisReview.com. Scott Kaspar, my friend, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it.